In this lesson, we're going to be talking about the aggression cycle. I want you to think about the anger meter, and every week I want you to keep track of how high on the anger meter was your highest level of anger, and use the anger awareness record to identify some of the events that led to your anger and cues that were associated with that anger-related event. And what were some of the positive or negative outcomes or consequences that happened because of that? What are the cues? What were you doing to calm yourself in those moments? Did you practice your deep breathing? Did you use time out? How did you calm yourself? So today I want to discuss the aggression cycle. I've already reviewed with you the anger meter. We report on our anger awareness records, what's going on, those cues to our anger, the anger control plan, including our social support system. So this session is going to present the framework for integrating these anger management concepts. This framework is the aggression cycle. And so from an anger management perspective, an episode where anger leads to aggression can be viewed as consisting of three phases. We have the buildup, the explosion, and the aftermath. And together they're going to make up the aggression cycle. In this process, the buildup phase is characterized by cues that indicate your anger is escalating. These cues can be physical, behavioral, emotional, and cognitive, or your thoughts. And cues are our warning signs or responses to anger-related events. Events are situations that occur and may lead to escalations of anger if effective anger management strategies are not used. Red flag events are types of situations that are unique to you and that are especially sensitive because of past events that have happened. And these events can involve internal processes, like maybe you were thinking about a situation that provoked your anger in the past. Or maybe it was some sort of external process, like you were experiencing a real-life anger-related situation in the here and now. And if the buildup phase is allowed to continue, the explosion phase can follow. And the explosion phase is marked by a discharge of anger that's displayed as verbal or physical aggression. And this discharge, in turn, leads to negative consequences. And it's synonymous with the 10 on the anger meter. And the final stage of the aggression cycle is the aftermath. It's going to be characterized by negative consequences resulting from either the verbal or the physical aggression that you displayed during the explosion phase. And these consequences can include going to jail or making restitution, being terminated from your job, or discharged from a drug treatment program or social service program, maybe being alienated from family and loved ones, or you're just having feelings of guilt or shame or regret. And so the intensity, the frequency, and the duration of the anger in the aggression cycle varies among individuals. So for example, one person's anger may build rapidly after a provocative event, and within just a few minutes, it's going to reach the explosion phase. Another person's anger may build slowly but steadily over several hours before reaching the explosion phase. And one person might experience more episodes of anger and progress through the aggression cycle more often than another person. But both of these individuals, despite the differences in how quickly their anger is escalating and how frequently they're experiencing their anger, they're all going to undergo all three phases of that aggression cycle. The intensity of these individuals' anger may also differ. So one person might engage in more violent behavior than another person in the explosion phase. So maybe, for example, that person might use weapons or assault someone. Another person might express their anger during the explosion phase by shouting at someone or threatening other people. But regardless of the individual differences, the explosion phase is synonymous with becoming verbally or physically aggressive. And notice that the buildup and the explosion phases of the aggression cycle are going to correspond to the levels on the anger meter. So any of the points below a 10 on the anger meter are going to represent that buildup phase, the buildup of the anger, which is the explosion phase, on the other hand, is going to correspond to that 10 on the anger meter. And again, a 10 on the anger meter is the point at which the person is expressing anger through either verbal or physical aggression that leads to the negative consequences. So one of the primary objectives of anger management treatment is to keep from reaching that explosion phase. And so this is accomplished when we use our anger meter to monitor changes in our anger. We're going to use the anger awareness record to kind of help you pay attention to the cues or the warning signs that indicate your anger is building. And we're going to learn to employ those appropriate strategies from your anger control plans to stop that buildup of the anger. And if you can prevent the explosion phase from happening, the aftermath phase is not going to happen, and the aggression cycle is going to be broken. And if you can use your anger control plan effectively, your anger should not progress to a 10 on the anger meter. And that's going to be a reasonable goal to aim for. We don't need to aim for never being angry, just never reaching a 10. I want you to start by getting comfortable in your chairs, and you can close your eyes if you like. I want you to take a moment to really settle in. I want you to begin to focus on your breathing. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. Then exhale fully and completely. Again, take a deep breath. Fill your lungs and your chest. Then release and exhale slowly. And again, one more time. Inhale slowly. Hold. And then release slowly. Now, while you continue to breathe deeply and fully, I want you to bring your awareness to your hands. Clench your fists tightly and hold that tension. Now relax your fists and let your fingers unfold and let your hands completely relax. Again, clench your fists tightly, hold and release the tension. Imagine all of the tension being released from your hands down to your fingertips. Notice the difference between the tension and complete relaxation. Now bring your awareness to your arms. Curl your arms as if you are doing a bicep curl. Tense your fists, your forearms, and your biceps. Hold that tension and then release it. Let the tension in your arms unfold and your hands float back to your thighs. Feel the tension drain out of your arms. Again, curl your arms to tighten your biceps. Notice the tension and hold it. And then release and let the tension flow out of your arms. Replace it with deep muscle relaxation. Now, raise your shoulders towards your ears and really tense your shoulders. Hold them up for a second And then gently drop your shoulders and release all the tension. Again, lift your shoulders and hold the tension. And then release and let the tension flow from your shoulders all the way down your arms to your fingers. And notice how different your muscles feel when they're relaxed. Now bring your awareness to your neck and face. Tense all those muscles by making a face. Tense your neck, your jaw, and your forehead. And hold the tension, and then release. Let the muscles of your neck and jaw relax. Relax all the lines in your forehead. And one final time, tense all the muscles in your neck and face. Hold that tension, and then release. Be aware of your muscles relaxing at the top of your head and around your eyes. Let your eyes relax in their sockets, almost as if they're sinking into the back of your head. Relax your jaw and your throat. Relax all the muscles around your ears. Feel all of the tension in your neck and muscles release. Now just sit for a few moments and scan your body for any tension and release it. Notice how your body feels when your muscles are completely relaxed. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I want you to journal about how was that for you? Did you notice any new sensations? And how does your body feel now? How about your state of mind? Do you notice any difference now from when we first started the progressive muscle relaxation? Write your responses in your journal. Your homework for this week is to monitor and record your highest level of anger on the anger meter. Use the anger awareness record to identify the event that led to your anger, the cues that are associated with that anger-provoking event, and any positive outcomes or negative consequences, and the strategies that you use to manage your anger in response to the event. Review the aggression cycle and practice progressive muscle relaxation, preferably once a day during the coming week. Remember to continue to develop your anger control plan.